IVA. This is your principal, Jackie Bryant. And today with me this week I have
Asher.
Asher. What grade are you in?
I am in 6th grade and I am new to IVA.
Yay. But not that new because you've survived an entire semester. Okay, so Asher and I are going to do the announcements, and I do want to interview him, so I'm going to try to roll through some things pretty quickly. But that you guys, when we're in person and we're allowed to touch each other and not keep 6 feet distance, at the end of each month we play tag as like a celebration. And I wish we could do some sort of game of tag, not only because this is the end of January, but also because you have survived so much. But that said, I'm super excited for the accomplishments of the whole school, the community, the parents, oh my gosh, the teachers, the students, and here's what to expect February and March. So the very first week of the semester, you only have 3 days of official school because the Friday is an asynchronous learning day so teachers can have faculty academy. Next week, I think it's Monday through Wednesday. I might be misspeaking. Maybe, but there's a material pickup. So everybody has new materials to pick up. If you don't have an IVA checked out Chromebook, we're checking you out an IVA Chromebook also. And then your report cards get mailed home on the Thursday. So there's holidays, there's 7th grade conferences. The week after, the first week of school is like minimum day the whole week. Lots and lots of things to look forward to February and March. Okay, report cards, conferences. Now, your new spring schedules are on Illuminate, but in order to look them up, you have to log on. Mr. Michele sent out a parent square to parents to give these step-by-step instructions. They're helpful to follow, but you have to log on to your Illuminate account, find schedule. You have to scroll down to find schedule and change the date to Monday's date because that would allow you to see the spring schedule, and then press submit, then you can see your schedule. So for everybody, just so you know, on the schedule it says that you have Bryant for advisory. That's just like I'm the teacher of the entire advisory class, but we split into small groups. It's the same group all year. You'll see your advisory group on Monday morning. You can talk about your new classes. 6th graders, today is the very last day of art for 1 year. Because when you're in 7th grade, you get it in the 2nd semester. 6th graders can look forward to math lab or psychology or creative writing that our 7th graders have had, and there is not a class that is better than another. Talk to students, they are really liking these classes. 8th graders, math for life and social justice, and then fresh start semester. So there's going to be all new Google Classrooms, and I think that people know now to check weekly your Google and your email and Illuminate, and this is like crazy, the responsibility level that students have moving from elementary to middle school. I know, Asher, that there was like a question later on I was going to ask you, but I'm going to ask you now. What do you feel like you now understand and you're going to be able to apply in the spring semester?
I feel like that I now understand more about the distance learning and how it'll be working.
Okay, good. And then is there any sort of strategies or tips that worked best for you to not feel overwhelmed?
Don't wait at the last minute to finish any assignments. It's never a good thing to do.
Procrastination, like candy, seems fantastic and might feel good, but it's actually, what is it? I just was thinking about this term, a maladaptive behavior. You're trying to avoid stress, but it only makes it. Okay, clubs. Tell us about clubs, Asher.
Okay, so IVA clubs, I cannot really read it.
No, me neither. But do you go to any clubs?
Yeah, I go to Among Us Club.
Oh, yeah.
But for people who don't go to clubs, if you want to join a club, you should join a club. I would recommend Among Us because it's very fun. But we have clubs Monday through Friday.
Yep.
And some of them should be very fun.
Did you get to go to the game night that the PTA put on?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so they're going to do that like 2 times a month, just random game nights. I'm trying to convince Mr. Sachs to have like a parent room where he taught all of our staff how to use GIFs really well. He's like, there's layers and reasons to use GIFs. So anyway, it's going to be hopefully for parents to connect to. All right. Applications for the class of 2024, that's current 5th graders, are due March 12th. And we decided to give people sticker prizes if their name was referenced on the application. So Ms. Gordon has 3 people that have said she recommended it or they found out about IVA because of her. Antonio Yepes, your mom is a principal, and so Antonio has 2. I get 1. Woo woo. And I don't even know who. And then Sam Matthias, you have 1. Ethan Overholt, your mom is the PTA president, and her name was referenced. So for everyone whose name is referenced, you're going to get a Google form that says, what's your favorite kind of theme? Because we're going to send you stickers, but we're also going to enter everyone into a raffle for some kind of prizes that we haven't thought of yet. Asher, what kind of prize would be fun for these people?
Well, I would think some kind of like IVA mask. Or
Ooh. Oh, we have hats.
You do have hats?
Yeah.
We could do that. We could do hats, we could do stickers. No.
Yeah. Oh.
No trips to Hawaii.
Trips to Hawaii? No, you're right. Let's not do that. No. Okay. People who have applied to be peer tutors, you are going to get your acceptance notices coming soon. I know that I said it would be by today, but the very first day of tutoring on Mondays is going to start on the 22nd. We're figuring out tutoring. We're hiring a whole bunch of tutors, and we're bringing in peer tutors, and we'll be training them the next couple weeks. And 35 students per grade level are going to get to benefit from it. At least at the beginning. Also, leaders, if you have been a student leader before and you want to be a leader and help me figure out how to do student info nights in an all online, but it's fun actually sort of way, you have to apply by today. It's on the Google Classroom. Asher, these terms, student leader, what do you think about them?
I don't really know.
Right. Like, once I was really excited about the idea that there would be like levels to, there's like student leaders, and then in charge of them are the leaders, and then at the top would be the leaders, but then people were like, it's too much. Okay.
Speaking, I think like a student leader than a leader for those.
Yeah.
Good, but if there's like one more, then too much.
Yeah, you're right. There's always a line to draw. So Asher, as a 6th grader, did the favorite number project. Everyone at this school should be very familiar with it. But Asher blew this project out of the water by creating a movie. I'm going to show about 10 seconds of it, but this movie is on IVA's YouTube. Asher, I'm going to have you tell us something about it. Okay, Asher, this is brilliant and amazing, super fun. I watched the whole thing like 2 times just because I wanted to, like it was like watching a movie. But how long did this take you? What was it like for you?
It took 2 weeks, and it was very...
Sorry. It was what?
It was like, it took 2 weeks to do, and it was like a lot of work.
And yeah, and was it worth it?
Yes, it was.
Why?
Because at the end it was very, very good.
Yeah.
I was so proud of myself.
Yes.
My dad helped me because we did it on his computer.
Yeah. So you had like the resources to make something really cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool, Asher. You guys, students, if you're watching this still, I know this is long announcements, and I still am going to ask Asher some questions. So if you want to see the baby pictures, you got to wait a minute and stick with us. But if you're still watching this, that video is on YouTube. You should watch it. It's amazing to feel really proud of the work that you do and the effort you put in. I'm going to interview Asher. Asher, first semester of middle school, I think it's debatable, but I think it might be the hardest semester of middle school that anybody has to experience because of the big transition. So what's been the hardest part for you?
Like at the beginning, the understanding of how the semesters work.
Just like all the moving parts.
Yeah, and then the first semester you get 6 teachers, then the next semester you get a couple different teachers.
Yeah. So things are like constantly changing.
Yeah, so it's a little confusing on the moving part.
Yeah. And then what do you feel like has been the most supportive for you, whether at home, which you're spending a lot of time at, or in your Zoom? Like, what do you feel like has been most supportive so that you can, like, survive, maybe thrive, maybe do okay in online learning?
See, I don't really like online learning a lot.
Who does?
Because, like, I would be much better in person because that's where I can focus more instead of online.
Yep. So what has allowed you to focus to whatever extent you feel like you can?
Well, see, I have very hard time focusing, so I take medication to help me focus.
Yeah. Good.
So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
It's good that you figured that out.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah, I took it all in elementary.
That's awesome. I want to ask you, what intellectual virtue do you feel like you've grown in this year? Or what virtue do you want to grow in?
It's a tough one.
I know.
I'd say intellectual attentiveness.
Yeah, like being present in the learning. You've grown in that. What does it look like for you that you've grown in that this semester?
Like, if you really pay attention, you'll understand more, and it'll help you in the future.
Yeah. And what do you feel like you've come to like believe that, or like see the results of that, or like why is there growth?
I'd say I have seen myself be more attentiveness because I know more and I have not been distracted lately.
That's awesome.
Well, I haven't been as much distracted.
Yeah, and it's not like you're not going to have to deal with that your entire life, right? But maybe you'll find ways to address it. And that is definitely attentiveness. That's seriously a practice of attentiveness. Okay, Asher, the hardest question you will be asked today. Who was cuter, current Asher or baby Asher? And while you're thinking about that, here's our cute babies. AJ, Adel, oh my gosh, I spelled Adelyn's name wrong. But Alan's coming and doing the announcements in a couple weeks so we can fix it. Jude, Panzar Mead, hey kids, you're looking cute. So Asher, you now or you then? I mean, do you think the future Asher will be the cutest or what?
Yes.
Probably.
I'd say both.
Oh, both and. And can you just show me, if you were able to pick up little baby Asher and hold him, how would you hold him? Come on. If little Jackie was there, I'd be like, oh, you cute sweetie. Patting her on her head. I would hug her. No? Okay, I'm just going to keep moving on to our weather forecast. Okay. And the forecast calls for rain. What are you going to do this weekend, Asher?
I am going to stay inside and put the heater on and be under blankets and watch my iPad.
That is awesome. And I just got this puzzle that Miss Hughes dropped off for me. National Parks Vintage Puzzle. I'm going to be puzzling this weekend. So from Miss Bryant and Asher, thank you for sticking with us if you did this whole way. He and I will now say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good weekend.